Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be reviewing a movie and it is titled We Are All Yours. It is showing on Uchenna Mbunabo TV on YouTube and it's featuring Clinton Joshua, Chinenye Nnebe, Chioma Edak, Nancy Desmond and the rest. Now this movie is quite an interesting one as it is Clinton Joshua's first film as a producer. You heard that right, he produced this movie. So the speed I used to rush to YouTube to watch it. I almost broke my leg when I was rushing to that channel to see it. Anywho's, let's get right into the review. This movie opens with Tyler and Lola's first meeting. Okay, this is the very first time they meet. Tyler is played by Clinton, of course, and Lola is played by Chinenye Nnebe. So this is their first meeting, and Lola was about to get robbed, or she had already been robbed, and Clinton, came into the scene and saved her, got her bag for her, and beat up the robbers, and that is where the story begins. We'll go ahead to find out the relationship between Clinton and his father, which is not so pretty. The father is kind of disappointed in him because he's quite stubborn and he looks like somebody that is confused, that doesn't know what to do with his life. We'll also go ahead to find out that the father had wanted him to go into the military, follow his footsteps, because the father is a retired military personnel, and his father had wanted him to do the same thing, but he wasn't interested. My guy wanted to be a content creator. His relationship with his father actually affected his character development in this film. We could literally see him growing from a boy to a man. Okay, so by the end of the movie, you would see how his father, his mother, and the relationship he had with other people, and then his own internal conflicts with himself. You will see how everything played a part to develop his character. I think that throughout this movie, he has the most character development out of all the characters. Like, he grew. You could literally see him growing, into a better character. That was a very brilliant way to develop his character, if I do say so. Then, speaking of Tyler and Lola's love, their relationship or whatever they had going on, I could not connect. I couldn't feel the intensity of their love, because if you watch the movie, their first interaction after the very first scene, the first time they showed the two of them together after they had met, so that was like 2 years. If you pay attention to the movie, you'll see that they dated for 2 years before the drama in the whole movie started. So I couldn't really connect to their love, and Clinton's character was more of a playboy as at when the movie began. So it was so hard for me to see him in a better light, especially his reaction to Lola's pregnancy. It was quite confused. I was like, if the love is this deep, the reaction is kind of, as if he played her. I was even thinking that he was going to run away or deny it, and then he had asked her to abort it, and then we'll now later find out that they are deeply in love with each other. I don't know what to make of that. I just think that his reaction to the last pregnancy was a bit off compared to what we're later made to believe is happening between them. It looked like people that were just casually dating and they weren't really serious with each other, only for him to out of nowhere be head over heels and madly in love with her. It was confusing at first, but it is what it is. So, finally, our main character, that is Tyler, is thrown into a huge pot of soup. And I mean a huge challenge, which is a very good thing to happen to a character. Because if a character doesn't face any challenge in the movie is going to be pure nonsense. So finally, our main character is thrown into a challenge to actually show us what he's thinking and how he's going to deal with his problems. Where three women are pregnant for him at the same time. And what I mean by at the same time, one is his girlfriend, she's pregnant. Second one, his ex-girlfriend, she's pregnant. The third one, a prostitute that he randomly met, she's pregnant. And it's all for who? Tyler. And the father said, no, they cannot stay in my house. You have to go to your grandmother's place. That place was empty, nobody was living there. So the father said Tyler should carry his wives. Tyler should carry his people and go there. So Tyler and his girlfriend moved into the house. Before you know it, Tyler's father carried the two other ladies and brought for him in the house. So three pregnant women and Tyler. You can imagine the drama. It was over the roof. Three pregnant women and one man. It was hell. It was a Jehovah with three different personalities. Especially that what's her name in that movie? Esse. She was loco. Then we have a Nonso's funny character. Then we have Lola, who is much reserved and mature, and yeah, she was the one that Tyler actually loved. And these three women will play a very huge role in developing Tyler's character. The drama in this movie is probably more than the romance. The drama and the comedy is more than the romance. Why I said comedy is because these movies that tend to make people laugh don't always get that reaction from me. I don't know. I'm sorry. But I laughed. This one, I laughed. And the funniest character to me in this whole movie was Chioma Edak. That character is sick. What are you saying, girl? Like, she'll just twist words. And then Nancy Desmond, she really killed her role. I really love her characters. I'm going to get into all those characters. So, even though Tyler and Lola's relationship didn't really connect to me, I wasn't really feeling their love. I think that her character remained consistent. She remained the mature and reserved person. I just saw her character as more reserved and laid back, and she was more mature. She was thinking ahead, and she played a very, very huge role in Tyler's character development. If Lola was not there, Tyler would have probably lost his mind, or he would leave these ladies and run away. Or he would continue the way he was, or he would join them in their madness. So I think that Lola's character kept him grounded throughout the period he faced the whole drama and the challenge between the three women. So throughout the movie, Tyler and his father were not in good terms, and I was waiting for anything that would lead to their reconciliation. Or did everything just get under the rug? I don't know. So all that shenanigan that happened in the last scene, how was it choked in there? Maybe they just decided to sweep it under the rug, because I think it was swept under the rug. I mean, in real life, that love doesn't come out of nowhere. Just because the birth of a child suddenly mean that all pending hatred, or all pending conversations, or all pending reconciliations should be put under the rug, and everybody will just do child dedication and love the child, and that is that. So after all these things that I have said, what do I think of this movie? First of all, I think that the person that came up with this story has a very brilliant idea and had thought outside the box, because although we have similar stories like this on YouTube, one thing you should know, not just on YouTube, like in general, we have a lot of movies like this. And even all the movies you've ever seen, you can't say that you've not seen anything close to that. The only difference between this movie and that movie is the way it was told and the person that told it. No two storytellers can tell a story exactly the same way. So, although we have a lot of stories that have this concept, they use this kind of concept, a playboy or a wayward guy facing a particular challenge that leads him to grow into a man, something like that. I just think that this story, the person that told the story did a good job, and it was executed as good as the actors that acted it. because because one thing is that if you bring a story and bring a particular set of actors, they're going to do as good as they are. Now, if you bring another set of actors, they will still act the same story, but then it will be like this movie is better than this one. It depends on the quality of the actors, quality of the director, and also quality of the script and the story. So I think this movie is a good watch, quite entertaining, quite comic. If you're looking for, something that you can have a good time, laugh, you can check it out. It has elements of family, comic, romance, drama, a lot of it. Well, that is the end of my review. Peace.